I'm opening the presentation. Okay. Uh, are you able to see the screen, Danny? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, I'm able to see.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So for ABAP WebDim Pro or Java WebDim Pro, SAP has given so many business packages. Okay, like ESS, Employee Self-Service, Manager Service. Okay, so SAP also came up with some business packages for UI5 applications as well. Okay, these applications are ready to use application. Okay, and it can be um, uh, the only thing is you need to set up the configurations, and when you run the application will run. Okay, so that's the use of this ready to use application. There is no need of developer. Okay, okay. So this is the like advanced version of UI5 ready to use. Okay, no need to code and no need to build the UI5 application. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay. So SAP Fiori is a new user experience for SAP software and applications. Okay, it provides a set of applications that are used in regular basis function like approvals, financial apps, calculations. Okay, you want some reports. Okay, so SAP has provided some various self-services apps. Okay, so in Fiori. SAP has provided other business packages in other applications, but for Fiori, they also have started to provide. Okay, so if you see in 2014 or 2015, you can count in starting is it two-digit Fiori apps. Okay, and in 2015, it has gone to three-digit number. Okay, now you can find 1,000+ apps. Okay, so SAP has provided 1,000+ role-based applications. Okay, HR, manufacturing, finance. Okay, in every aspect they have gone through. They have given the role-based applications for Fiori applications. Okay, when you open the Fiori homepage applications, okay, you can see a flower. Okay, Fiori Launchpad, when you open, you see a flower. Okay, and then it asks user ID password. Okay, so in Italian language, Fiori means flowers. Okay, so you can see from the diagram that SAP has provided Fiori-based applications for HR, modules, manufacturing, finance, sales, your supply chain, R&D engineering, asset management, procurement. Okay, so they have come up with so much things to sustain in the market. Okay. Okay, so let's see the design principles of SAP Fiori. Okay, so the design principles based on uh, five things. Okay, that is responsive web design, user-centric, role-based. Okay, those are highlighted in the orange color. Okay, simple and responsive. Okay, so responsive web design means, what does it mean? So it should respond according to the devices like desktop, tablet, mobile. One application with a different behavior. Okay, no, the behavior in the terms of UI. Okay, not in the terms of application. Okay, But in terms of the UI responsive, it should be responsive to desktop, tablet, and mobile, because mobile has less screen, and desktop and tablet has a more screen space is high, is more when compared to mobile. Okay, so in terms of that one, okay. Um, SAP software has been sensitive to a number of factors, including the device itself, OS, operating systems, browsers, because you previously you can see starting the net browser and Netscape browser and IE, and later on as the web has grown and internet has grown, you got so many browsers, Chrome, latest one, okay, Safari, okay, for BlackBerry you have another one, Opera or something, okay. So you have got so many browsers. So SAP has come up with OS as well as the browsers, okay. So so SAP has taken care of these responsive web designs in Fiori applications, okay. So another thing is user centric. SAP is user centric and goal oriented. Okay, so the term here is UX is user centric. Okay, uh, there's nothing like a U. What is U? What is X? That is user centric. Okay, so they have improved a lot with the user experience with the system. Okay, so role based. So SAP has so many transactional applications. Okay, so SAP has decomposed various SAP transactions and changed them into beautiful user interactive applications. Okay, so have you heard the transaction QA01 or VA01? Yeah, so
Yes,
that is all our transaction apps, transaction SAP transactions, okay, transaction based things, applications. Okay, so that I view that is like if you see the design, like it is not that colorful. Okay, but if when you see in the mobile, you can have more colors. Okay, and in the as SAP NetWeaver and Enterprise Portal, you have some role based. Okay, if you have that role, then only you can access that application. If you don't have that role and authorizations and authentications, you are not authorized to view that role. Okay, even though there are many many applications, okay, in for the client, but the end user, which if he is into human resources, he should access only the HR applications, not the other applications. Okay, so with the role based applications, you can assign the that particular applications to that user. The user should have more relevant to this person. If you give a for the HR, then what will he do? He cannot do anything. Okay, so it's a simply based. So they have designed with the role based applications. Okay, simple. Okay, so it is always simple that produces the marvelous. Okay, so it was quoted by Amila Bar. Okay, so Fiori is also no exception. Okay, it is simple minimalistic design that paves a beautiful experience to the users. Okay, so and these even though it looks simple, it has the essential functions to do the necessary things. So it is also lowering the training cost. Okay, so once you build an app, you will train the users. Okay, previously if it takes 3 days to train, now it is reducing to 2 days or 1 day for the training. Okay. Okay, you can say it is like a flying an aeroplane. Okay, so if you give a child to play that game, he will with for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, he will know the keys what to press, and he will simply operate it. So like this, if at the simple applications, any user with minimum training, he can use that application. Okay. Next, personalization. Okay, so not many SAP apps can boast of providing the end user the ability to personalize their homepage. Okay, so personalizing means like I want a different color. Okay, I want to. I don't want this view to be visible. So let me close that view like that. The personalization you will be doing in um, SAP Enterprise Portal. Okay, so SAP has provided some of the personalization aspect uh, in changing the page, in changing the views, like rearranging the tiles, add tile, delete tile, rename tile. Okay, reordering the groups without having to go to through hoops. Okay, so deleting the tile doesn't mean that if while the user is deleted, it doesn't get deleted in the server. Okay, for that user, he doesn't need, so that means it is removed from this launchpad. Okay, from his view perspective, it is a deleted. Okay, but it exists. If he wants to add it, he can add it back again. Okay, and he can change the themes as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see what do you need to know in about SAP Fiori 2. Okay. So Fiori 2 is a leading design for all SAP applications. Okay, providing a hammer user experience across on-premise and on-cloud solution. On-premises, you have the server in your office. Okay, on cloud solution is you can the server will be somewhere, and you can anyone can access the server through cloud. Okay, so SAP has come with visual themes where the name belies. Okay, and many light and dark flavors. You have different themes now. Okay, now using that theme, you can customize those themes to provide your own theme using the UI theme designer. Okay, so with SAP UFA 2, the Fiori Launchpad is the central and role-based entry point to access all apps. Okay, so one, there's no need for the user to remember all the transactions. Okay, so he simply gets a one Fiori Launchpad. Okay, you log in and all the roles necessary will be visible as a tiles. The user simply needs to click the tile. That's it, and the application launches. Okay, so some countries have a view like to read the application from left to right. Okay, and some countries like Arabic countries read from right to left. Okay, so with the viewport concept, the desktop has been expanded to the left to right, while the user can access to the me area to the left, notifications on the right, keep them well informed. Okay, so you have the notifications on the right side, but if the user wants it on the left, you can have that viewpoint in the left as well. Okay, and also the reading perspective. Okay, the Fiori 2.0 concepts also includes new Fiori elements, overview pages, list reports, object pages, which is easily developed using web IDE. Okay, so you can develop the Fiori applications using Web IDE or Eclipse. Okay, but I prefer Web IDE. Okay, for Fiori applications. Okay, so this that move opened the floodgates for adoption, which led to many companies implementing it, and in the process realizing the impact of user experience and business gain in productivity. So not only the user experience has increased, but there is a business gain in productivity, increase in user adoption, decrease in support issues. Okay, so if and saving in training costs. So obviously these support issues and training costs will always uh, benefit to the company. Okay, their gains will be increasing. So you see in this diagram that for desktop it is like this. View is different. For tabs, almost similar view because the screen size is almost same. So but if you come to the mobile, it adopts according to the screen. Okay, so and second point was increased productivity. Productivity for the Fiori elements borrowed on your consumer UI like type, head search, and simplified workflow designed to cut the number of clicks required to complete certain tasks. Because if you see in an app, you need to click to get so many search. You need to get click previously buttons. Okay, and you navigate to different screens. Now with increased productivity, what they have done is they minimize the clicks. Okay, so that the user will be on the one screen, and all the such things will be reduced. I mean, one clicks will be reduced one screen, and you see that they said that in SAP's finance they saw a 64% reduction in duration and 71% fewer clicks in Fiori compared to UX. Okay. So better mobile user experience. So SAP GUI predates the mobile workforce, okay, and is designed with a mouse with a keyboard in mind. Okay, so in desktop you have a mouse and keyboard, but whereas in mobile you have simply select. Okay, with the hand you can operate. Switching to UI5 UX benefits mobile and Vivo wide workforce. Better mobile user experience, I think. Okay, the simple interface enables workers to work from touch screens. Okay, body workforces. So touch screens and consistent behavior and design allows users to expect a similar experience regardless of what design they are using. Okay, so better fit with your HANA workflow. Okay, the most commonly cited SAP Fiori disadvantage is a perceived lack of flexibility. Okay, because SAP Fiori apps are individually optimized for certain tasks, they may not fit for business logic for a particular organization. In part, the objection is outdated. So that objection is outdated, and the libraries of Fiori apps has grown rapidly and now covers a vast majority of roles, and it is moving into the niche technologies. Okay, and they have updated SAP GUI to screen persona. Okay, screen persona is also rich in GUI perspective. Okay, and SAP suggests to migrate to SAP HANA. Okay, so SAP advantages are still growing. Okay, in case of increased productivity, faster and direct access to relevant information, transparency on items needing your attention, timely notifications. Okay, help user decide what needs to be done next. Okay, allows user to take quick and informed actions, increase user satisfaction. Okay, so if you have the notifications, you see in the mobile apps that you have new message. Okay, ping comes there. Okay, and then immediately whether you are in a there's somewhere in a meeting or thing, you can quickly go to this one and see. Okay, I have some message Okay, it might be urgent or it might be low priority. Okay, depending upon that priority, you will take action, right? So if it is urgent, you come out to the meeting and you say take some permission from boss and you go out. Okay, so you were quick and so one thing other that one which you do normally. Okay, other thing is you got your share market increased, share market for certain things were increased and you feel very happy, right? Or if it is going down, the share market, okay, you will get immediate information that the share market is going down, and it will give you an option whether you want to predict whether it goes to the lowest point, so that if you want to sell it or not. Okay, so that quick actions you can take. Okay. Company perspective also, you can take a quick action. Okay, some of the quick action I will show on applications which help them, which which reduces the time, and you can get benefit from that. Okay, I will show that one demo. Okay, so it is wider in reach. Okay, uh, and the time saving as well. Okay, you don't need to carry the laptop or desktop everywhere you go. Just keep a mobile, and you can answer it to the app. Okay, answer in the app very simply by clicking by the touch of a finger. Okay, it has increased the customer engagement. Okay, so staying in sync with the trends. So SAP is constantly changing the apps as well. Okay, and you see that for especially in UI5, if you see the version when 2 3 years back it is 1.26, now it has gone to 1.50. For every 3 months they are releasing a new version. Okay, so it's changing rapidly for the UI case, and the SAP has come with the Fiori 2.0, and they are coming with more versions in Fiori as well. Okay, so basically the Fiori apps are divided into 3 categories. Okay, they are distinguished on the basis of their function and infrastructure requirement. Okay, they are transactional apps, which mostly you see that for in ordering a material. Okay, VA01, we got VA01 transaction, and we go with further, or for a sales order QA01, QA02 transactions. Okay, I'm not that familiar from that background, but you go use these transaction apps. Okay, so fact sheets.
But for transactional apps, like T code only will be there.
Yeah, T code is there. Okay, but previously used the T codes, transaction T codes. Okay, but now we don't use those T codes. Okay, the application SAP has given transactional apps such that the UI is better, and you don't need to remember any more the transactions. You just simply click on the tile, and you will go to that application.
Okay.
Okay, fact sheets, analytical apps. Okay, so we'll see one by one. Okay, so transactional apps. So transactional app is SAP Fiori, in SAP Fiori are used to perform transactional tasks like manager employee transactions such as a leave request, travel request, etc. Okay, so in the first release, SAP has come up with 25 transactional apps. Okay, but if you see now, it is you have thousands. Okay, so transactional apps run best on SAP HANA database, but can be deployed with any database with acceptable performance. Okay, these apps allow a user to run simple transactions on mobile devices as well as on desktops or laptops. Okay, the examples are leave request, travel request, purchase order, etc. Okay. So, fact sheets, like the fact sheets, you want to drill down into the facts. Okay, so that's why this facts sheets are used to drill the key information and contextual information in the business operations. Okay, in so using the Fiori tiles, you can drill down to further details as well. Okay, it allows to navigate from one fact sheet to another. Okay, which is related. You can it will allow you to relate to other fact sheets as well. Okay, fact sheets allow you to navigate to transactional apps and to run SAP transactions. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you have transaction fact sheets and you can't navigate to transactional apps. You can navigate. Okay, a few fact sheets to provide an organization of geographical maps. Provide integrate option of geographical maps. You can integrate the geographical maps in the fact sheets as well. Okay, you can call fact sheets from Fiori Launchpad, search the results. Okay, you can search the results and then you can go to other fact sheets or transactional or analytical apps. There is not restricted. Okay, so fact sheets only run on SAP HANA database. Okay, so if you don't have, if the client doesn't have HANA database, and we need to tell that if they want, they will see the demo. Okay, so in the they will say that you have the fact sheets. Can we use it? They will ask. Okay, then we need to say that if we have the SAP HANA database, then we can go. Otherwise, we cannot. We should say. Okay, so that's that. Then they will decide about the budget, and then they will come back to us and they'll say that let's go or not. Okay, so analytical apps. uh, okay, analytical apps are used to provide role-based real-time applications. Okay, so you see for real-time applications is uh, our stock market example. Okay, so you can monitor and you can do your calculations based on the business operations, and you can react immediately whether to sell or to buy more depending upon the market condition. Okay, so SAP theoretical run on an SAP HANA database and use virtual data models. Okay, so you can have graphs, all the things. Okay. Okay, so let's see some of the transactional apps. Okay, so I'll go through this run. I will run you for this transactional quality report quality issue. Okay, so at the end of the session. Okay, so what is this report quality issue? Okay, report quality issue is a transactional app. Okay, suppose you see that your printer is not working properly. Okay, so what you will do, you will report as previously used to report to your supervisor, and supervisor fills some forms and they will give to for approval. Okay, once that get approval, that forms get approved, then it goes to the sales department. It invoice needs to be raised, and it goes to the sales department, and the sales department purchases the thing, and then they will let you know. So all to do all these things, it takes time. Okay, so you need to take a picture, or you need to report that what was broken, or what part in the printer is not operating, and it might require some things. Sometimes you need to take a picture as well. Okay, if it is stuck and you are not able to take something, okay, you need to take that picture and you need to send it, right? So, or it is broken, how bad that condition is. Okay, so it part it will know that either one part has to be replaced, or the entire part has to be replaced. Okay, so that things to do one by one. If they ask a picture sometime, then the time is getting delayed, right? And your work gets abstracted. Okay, so report quality app, using report quality app, you can the process has uh, made it easy, and time has been reduced, so that you can handle the quality issues, reporting and quality issues. Okay, this app improves the process of reporting and handling quality issues. Okay, so when the user launches this application, Fiori Launchpad, the user will see two things: report quality issue and my quality tasks. Okay, so so user will see these two things: report quality issue and my quality task. Okay, so here in the report quality issue, when the user clicks on that one, the user will see these four fields and then add image button. Okay, so the user can take from the mobile photo. Okay, or you can choose existing, for if he has taken already, he can choose that existing. Okay, so here that some part has been broken here. Okay, so simply you can take a picture. Okay, you can have that picture, write the description. Okay, so write the description and you can submit it. Okay, so you can write the description, defect, preferences, category. Okay, and once you submit it, you can see that item. Okay, and now you can see how many days it is overdue. Okay, if it is completed, it will come, it is comes in green. Approved, it will comes in green. Okay, so this is one app. So how much time it has reduced? Okay, it goes to the approval. After that, we click on submit, it goes to the approval, and that approval manager approves it. Okay, and it's a simple one click for him, the manager, to read, and one click, it gets approved, and then it goes to the invoice department, and they will see, and they will purchase it, and you get the product. So time has saved, right? Okay, so another transaction app for is leave request. Okay, leave request is that you want to have a leave. Okay, you can see how many leave days are there, and you can simply apply the vacation based on that one, and you can send a note to the approver. Okay, and based on that approver, based on the work, your leave request might get rejected or approved, or you can also withdraw the leave request. Okay, so this is a simple app for the leave request. Okay, so if you are not able to come to office, you simply text a message, and if you don't have access to the email, you simply text an SMS to your manager, or if you have access to the leave app in your mobile, you simply select the leave request, and you give the dates that as I'm not able to come today, and please approve my leave. Okay, and you manager, there's no need for manager also to view your leave request in the office. He can simply, if he has a mobile app ready for the manager, approve leave request app ready in his mobile, then he can simply approve or reject from his home itself. Okay, so for managers it is approve leave request. Okay, uh, so here the database can be any database, not that SAP HANA need to be there. Okay, so the manager views the request, he clicks the request and sees, and he has the two buttons, approve or reject. Simple, right? So examples, we'll see examples of fact sheets. So, any doubt in transactional apps?
No.
Okay. So this is one of the example of fact sheets is this one, employee fact sheet. Okay, you have this fact sheet. So you have the details. Okay, you want to see previously this employee has in which projects this employees have worked in our organization. So the HR can view the data. Okay, and he can, if he wants to see how much pay increase has been happened to this employee. Okay, so how he is doing, he can drill down into the facts. That's why this is called fact sheet. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the analytical app. So here in the analytical app, you can customize tables used by adding columns, sorting, filtering, which we have seen. Okay, so you can drill down into the sales channel, view details of the individual store category items. Okay, you can identify that the customer trends behavior based on sales activities. Okay, view items used like master base unit and category, real time inventory level and valuation, item and category level KPIs, item contribution to category level KPIs. Okay, key, that is the key performance indicator. Okay, so if you have this analytical wise, that is a bars or chart, pie charts, graphs. Okay, so you can see the numbers. Okay, so this is the analytical app. Okay, so you get in all pictorial wise, okay, graphical wise. Okay, so let's see the example of report quality issue. Okay, so this application is report quality issue. If you see that you have only 5 fields, right? 5 or 6 fields. We like, so if the SAP has given a feature to extend the Fiori apps. Okay, not that because customer requirements might change, and you might need to add a few more fields. Okay, so that's why SAP has given a feasibility to extend the app. Okay, you cannot change the entire app. Okay, then you can go from the scratch itself. But if you want to change the app by adding few fields or other things, then you can extend the app. Okay, so we have added some more fields in the Fiori app, and I make a video of that one. Okay, because of business, we cannot show it live with the apps, because uh, basically you need the business Fiori apps provided by SAP, the Fiori standard libraries. You need to download, and you need to have the return, and you need to have the data. So without the few business apps, you cannot extend. Okay, so let's see a demo of that one. Okay, so you see here plant. Okay, you see a drop down value help. Okay, I select the category. Okay, so subcategory. Okay, type of change, whether it is a permanent or a temporary. I can search for material. Okay, so okay, and select the material. I can enter the short description. If you want a long description, detail by clicking on detail expression, you can enter more details. Okay, you can upload files. So once you click submit, a notification will be generated. Here you see that successfully generated. Okay, and then once it is done, you will see what are the uh, uh, what are the defects, what are the things you have raised defects. Okay, what are the quality issues you have reported, you can see all the things, and what is the status, you can check the statuses. Okay, so any doubts in this Fiori apps?
How we can do it practically?
Practically you can do. Okay, but this is the advanced version of UI5. Okay, so I will tell you how to create a Fiori applications. Okay, uh, so let me show you. The application is running too slow. So this is a test code. Okay, this is a Fiori app. Okay, which I have created a dummy purpose. It's running. Let me run the other app as well. Okay, you see that master details screen. This is a Fiori app, and I click on this one. You get the details here. And you see an icon tab bar. Okay, other details will be coming later. So I click on the master screen to get these details. So you see the orders. There are 100 orders. Okay, so this is one of the application. So you can filter it using freight. Okay, so I want less than 100. I think it will not come more than. Okay, if you see click on greater than 100, so it will come. Okay, so you can say sort it by freight. See, it has sorted. Okay, uh, if you want to add a new order, you can add the order. Okay, so this is how it is there. Okay, so filter, sort, and add. Okay, this is one thing, and you see default user, SAP logo, home. See, this is a web ID launchpad. Okay, so default applications, sample applications. These are the sample applications. Go home, RTA demo.
All our projects will come like this?
Yeah, if you have the Fiori Launchpad looks like this. Okay, so you see some other app. Okay, which is orders. You have 830 orders. Okay, and orders, and if you can see here, if you say filter based on freight less than 100, you see 634 orders came. Okay, if you see greater than 100, okay, you have 187. Okay, the cancel. Okay, you get all the 830. Okay, and when I click this orders, you see that particular order sub orders are coming here. Okay, so when I click 250, you have more details with these things, rate and sub items. Okay, This one I haven't used any uh, custom OData services. Okay, it is the services provided by the SAP itself. Okay, this is the dummy uh, sample data. Okay, so how you can use these sample things are, um, go to OData service. OData service. Okay, so you go to OData orgs. Okay, and you will find the more information on the OData. This one. Okay, for developers, get started libraries. Okay, you have these things, core data libraries. Okay, so okay, how to configure them? You can configure. You need to go to HANA account trail. Okay, so you need to go to this HANA account on demand. Okay, so you need to log in, close. Okay, and go to this one, Neo Trail, and you will see the services connectivity. Click on destinations. Okay, and you need to create a new destination. So in order to create, I will click this Northwind. Okay, I have, this is a free service. Okay, so you need to give the name, type, the description, the URL, proxy type as internet, authentication, no authentication is required, and you need to add additional properties like web ID enabled, web IDE system, okay, web IDE usage. Okay, so these are the things you need to give. Okay,
Okay.
another OData service also I have. Okay, that is the Italian thing. Open your data cloud net. Okay, so once you have this one, you can check the connection. Okay, you will get whether it is established or not. Okay, so you can check the connection, and once this destination is established, you can create your own Fiori app. Okay, to create a one Fiori app, I will tell you the next class how you can create it. Okay, and then I will share you these details. Okay, how you can create how to create these destinations. Okay, you try yourself. Okay, I have shown that, right? You try yourself. Okay, if you don't get it, I will help you. Okay, this all our stuff is free. You can get this free services on the internet. Okay, you don't need to pay anything. Okay, so another thing is, I said that SAP has provided so many Fiori apps. So how to view that Fiori apps? Okay, Fiori app library. Go to the Google and say Fiori app libraries. Okay, so click on this one, Fiori app libraries. So if a customer asks that try to build a Fiori app like this one, okay, if he comes and asks you, you can say that there are already customers, already applications based on this one, and basically this is most of the functional job to tell whether we can go for custom based, or you can reuse this Fiori app. Okay, so we can see that here. So I say simply leave merged. and I get this leave request. So how it is there, I can see what is the product features. Okay, so I can read these key features. Okay, I can also read the application documentation, app documentation. You can download this app documentation and you can see. Okay, so this is the screenshot which they have given. Okay, so successor apps. So what are the other apps, which version they have come with the other version 1, version 2. It can be used in SAP database, can be HANA, or it can be any SAP business suite. Okay, so it can be any type of database, any. Okay, uh, so and what is the implementation information? So you can have all the implementation features. So if any nodes need to be added, okay, they will give these nodes and the nodes to be implemented. How it can, what are the installation steps? Installation needs to be done from the front end side and as a back end. Okay, so what are the support packs needed? Okay, so these are the in the back end. You can see some software component and prerequisites for installations. So these should be there. Okay, so configurations. Okay, so configurations, what is the application name, technical application name? If you go to, if you have this HR Fiori app library in your system, you can go to SC80, select the BSP application and type this HCM LRCRE. You will get that app. Okay, if not, then you need to say that the app is not there in our system. We need to download it from the SAP. Okay, uh, this is the OData service. Okay, which they have given. Okay, so this is the technical configuration required. Okay, what are the target mappings? Okay, business or catalogs, business groups, business roles. Okay, so the SAP has given feasibility to extend the app. So not that you can extend the all the things. You have some limitations here. So where you can extend, SAP has given the extension points. Okay, so when we can extend, there's a limitation in the Fiori app extensions. Okay, if it is not, if it doesn't suit you, you will need to build from the scratch. Okay, so what are the UI container controller extensions? Okay, where you can extend. Okay, so they have given it extensible OData services. So not only in the front end, you can extend in the back end as well. Okay, so where you can extend in the back end as well. Okay, so if you are some support need to be there from the SAP, then you can specify these points. What is the application component? Okay, this thing you can know. Okay, likewise you can simply search your requests, your apps here. Let's say purchase order. Okay, so how many different types of purchase orders are there? You will get those apps. Okay, but based on your this is O0 NM is a transaction, O0318 is a transaction. If it is a transaction app, you will get this transaction. You can simply go to the transaction and type that transaction. You will get that transaction code. In the transaction things how you do with the previous 3 years or 4 years back transactions course, is that you will see those things. Okay, so with this Fiori Launchpad, you have the tiles. Click on the tile, the application will be launched with a better GUI experience. Okay, okay, Danny.